How's it going, YouTube? Been a couple days since I've done a video. I know, slacking. Work as usual, busy, just life in general. Um, I did a short video yesterday. I know that you all saw it. And I finally got, where's it at? Finally got in a Violent Nature in. Apparently, even though I pre-ordered this, it's sold out. I don't really understand how that works, so I'm not going to complain, but it just doesn't make sense. If it's available for pre-order and then the release date comes out and they say, "Oh, we don't have it. Tough crap. Temporarily out of stock," I believe is what it said. I know you guys were wondering where this movie was at. I know I was. Um, I didn't get a notification of when it would be available. It just said we'll send you an email whenever whenever it is. I think this was cheap. It was 16 or 17 bucks whenever it came out, and now, or at least at the time of this video, now it's around $30, and it's still out of stock. But I'm pretty sure you can order the movie. They just don't have a date for it of whenever they're going to give it to you. And of course, people on places like eBay are selling this for a boatload of money. I really enjoyed this movie. I thought it's good to see, once again, see an original thought. The slip is the same. I mean, the cover is the same as the slip. But I really enjoyed it. My son and I watched this, and I don't see him get squeamish too often. A lot of movies that come out, he just doesn't really care. But I remember at one point he looked over at me and went, "Ew." He's older. He's almost 16. So if he's getting grossed out by this, trust me, it's a crazy movie. But this one took so long to get here that I got the no version from you know where. "Oh no, why do you do that? Support physical media." Well, I tried to, and I thought that this was never going to come in the mail. This got here before this did, from very far away. Very. Catch my drift. Anyway, now I've got two copies of it. Don't really care. Maybe I'll see if a buddy of mine wants this one. I'll just give it to him. But anyway, this is a really good movie. This is a really good movie. Obviously, I bought it twice, but good luck trying to find at least this version for the time being. I'm sure sometime soon that they'll have them back in stock and things like that. I don't know if the price will go back down because the powers that be, people know they can get the $30 now for this movie, so they're probably going to keep it at 30 and try and sell it, which I think is ice cold. But I thought it was a great horror movie. Very enjoyable. It's slow. So it's not for everybody. I know people are going to have different opinions of it and whatnot. I like all types of horror movies that doesn't just have to be, greasy, grimy, go for guts, which that movie is, but it also is slow paced, and it shows how in certain movies how you have main characters and then the killer goes after those main characters and then it shows them running and screaming. So what that movie does is it shows more of just the killer going after people and finding them, as opposed to the movie focusing on the main characters. It's mostly the killer and him walking around finding people to essentially murder. Really bad too. Oh my gosh. Okay. So probably my last video, I guess. It was recent. I told you guys that Silent Night, Deadly Night came in. I also told you that I had never seen it. Well, I watched it. And I messed up. For some reason, I didn't know it was that important. I watched the second one first. For those of you that have not seen this movie, the first one, the second movie is essentially the first movie with added scenes to it. While watching the first movie, I said to myself, I said, Self, I think you already have this movie and you just don't know it. I like this original first movie. Whoever made the sequel to that movie, I hope Santa leaves a lump of coal in their stocking. This is a G, maybe PG rated channel, so I'm not going to say what I really want to say. But the second one is this. It's this. There's minimal difference in the second one. In the second one, I think it's the last, 10, 15 minutes are a little bit different. But then the rest of the movie is a psychiatrist or a doctor of some sort going over the entire movie, going over what the events that happened in the first one. Oh my gosh. Okay. Makes my eye twitch. Anyway, all in all, I will say, as usual, Scream Factory, I think they do amazing transfers. I think that even the Blu-ray, I watched the Blu-ray copy of it, amazing. Now, the unrated parts seem like they were kind of interspliced, and you can tell when they come up because the transfer of them is different. Whether it's Blu-ray or 4K, there's no saving that. It just, you can tell that it looks old. And by old, I mean this was made the same year I was born. So it was in the mid-80s. Anyway, it's an entertaining movie. If you've never seen it, at least give it a go. It's a good movie to watch around, this time of the year, around December. I will definitely give this another watch. One of my favorite movies that I've watched for years and years was, I think it's the 2006 version of Black Christmas. I know that one gets a lot of negative reviews, we should say. So, but it's tradition, and you don't mess with tradition. What's that from? Anyway, the only thing I don't care about with Scream Factory is they just seem like they do older movies and release them. I wish every once in a while maybe they would release, like In a Violent Nature from Scream Factory. Who would buy that? Anyway, that would be awesome if they did something like that where they came out with a 4K of In a Violent Nature from Scream Factory. I know there's rules and regulation of who owns what, and the company owns this, and they have license with this, production company to release it. I get it. I'm just saying, in a perfect world, that would be great. But the first Silent Night, Deadly Night 4K, awesome. Super cool. That second movie, if it wasn't a part of a collection, I would get rid of it today. The only reason I'm going to keep it in there is just for completion status. No other reason. I don't know if I'll ever watch that again. Actually, I will watch it again because I'm going to watch the first one next year. So I'm pretty much watching the second one. And I found that the second one, I found that one super cheap. Anywhere else that you go, that movie is around $30, $35 at least. Especially if you're going to get it with a slipcover. Just feel like it was a bit, I don't know. These are movie problems. These are not real life problems. Moving on. I had a chance to watch North by Northwest. Really liked this one a lot. Kind of figured I would, as I mentioned before, I like Cary Grant. I like Hitchcock. This is definitely in the run for one of the nicest transfers of the year. I just think it looks amazing. I was even letting a buddy of mine know that I think it looks really good. So if you've never seen this and you like good spy thrillers, Definitely check this one out. I mean, some people don't like older movies. Pretty much nobody in my house does. I'm the only one that likes movies. What is this, from the 50s? I'm going to sit here and look too long. I think it's the 50s. I can't see it now. Oh, 59. Yep. So, or at least that's what it says on the back here. So, the transfer on this is amazing. Probably one of the best that I've seen this year, next to Desperado. There was another, what other movie did I say that the transfer looked really good? Going YouTube stupid again. Terminator. Terminator, Desperado, and this. And Old Boy. I love Old Boy. Okay. What else have we got here? Oh. Just wanted to show you. I picked up Filth. I'm in the middle of watching this right now. Did I take it out? I took it out of there. Oh yeah, I watched something else last night. Anyway, I like James McAvoy. I bought Speak No Evil. The same guy that sold that was selling this for like $6, and figured why not. But he's definitely a dirty dog in this one. I haven't finished it so far. It reminds me of a Scottish Bad Lieutenant. But Bad Lieutenant's it's not a typical movie that you would sit around and look at your collection and go, oh man, I haven't seen Bad Lieutenant in a while. Let me just go ahead and pop this movie in. This is one of those ones you kind of work up to. I don't know. But these two kind of remind me of each other. I had a bunch of Blu-rays I just sold too, and that was one of them. So I hope that the person that got the Blu-ray is enjoying it and doesn't watch it around their kids. Paper Moon. Really like this one. Really, 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 really like this one a whole lot. This one was good. It was really good. Really entertaining, and I'm glad I waited for the 4K. Also, Criterion, as I mentioned before, Criterion does a good job with their movies. So with the 4K or Blu-ray with Criterion, I don't know how much of a big difference that there is, but the 4K has all these little just added things to it that usually I don't see. So this one was really good. Once again, as long as you don't mind older movies, if you've never seen it, definitely give it a try. Even if you find it on a streaming service, to check it out first. Man, this was just a hell of a movie, and I really liked it, and I'm looking forward to seeing it again. I'm hoping that maybe one day I can talk my kids into watching this one, because it was really good. I don't want to give anything away. I went into it blind. I didn't know anything about it. Well, excuse me, I take that back. I did know just kind of a small synopsis about it, just so I kind of understood where it was going. But ultimately, I really enjoyed this, and I see why people were freaking out whenever it came out in 4K, because I did see that a lot of people were buying it. So, so that's that. Okay, so last night I was looking yesterday morning I was looking on Amazon, saw that the Alien Romulus movie had gone down in price a couple dollars, and I guess it was because, it was getting closer to release date that that people were saying, oh, they're not really buying this movie. What should we do? You should lower the price, Disney. As of right now, Alien Romulus is sold out from Blu-ray and 4K on Amazon. I went to Walmart this morning and just happened to see the last one. The last one was there. This cover is awesome. People are freaking out about the steelbook. I don't care for how the steelbook looks. I think it looks cartoonish in a way. I think it looks silly. This looks like it means business. Look at that. And sticks out a little bit. Man, this whole cover, this is great. This is one of my favorite movies of the year. Um, I think I mentioned to you before a couple of the other ones I like. I did like The Substance. I just saw that. It's a it's a wild movie. Love Lies Bleeding is probably my favorite movie so far this year. But Alien Romulus is definitely up there. If you haven't seen it, give it a try. I really enjoyed it. I've heard mixed reviews on it. I don't know what people were expecting. I think this is more of a. I think they're trying to do something new with the Alien franchise, and I don't see what the big deal is. The same guy that did Evil Dead directed this, Fede Alvarez, and I mean the remake to Evil Dead, not Evil Dead Rise, which was okay. I didn't have a problem with it, but the remake to Evil Dead, saw that in the theater when it came out. Once again, just amazing. I thought that Alien Romulus was awesome. Um, Actually, my girlfriend and I watched this, and she doesn't really care for movies like this. She enjoyed this movie. So definitely give it a try. Definitely check it out. I'm excited to have the 4K. I'm not even joking. I was there bright and early this morning. I ran up. You should have seen me because I could see, the red background with more of like the black in the front, and then the Blu-ray is a black background with the red in the front. So I saw the 4K cover and did my little two-step. But yeah, apparently that one's looking kind of hard to get, but it's available on Hulu. I'm pretty sure to watch. Disney Plus has it too, as long as you don't have the age restriction thing on there. But it's a very entertaining movie. Thank God that I think the next weekend or so is, it's a little bit lighter. So I think the weekend after that, it gets a little dicey. I know Demolition Man's about to come out, and that's the one I'm looking forward to. I'm waiting to do a end of the year review for all the movies that have come out before then. I know No Country for Old Men comes out next week in 4K, but I'm just gonna ask for that for a Christmas present. I've got the regular Blu-ray. I'm sure it looks amazing. I'm sure I'm not gonna post something on here that you guys don't already know. It's a Criterion 4K, so I'm probably gonna just end up asking for that for a Christmas present. But Sleepaway Camp 2 and 3 are available. I don't know if you care about that. I would go ahead and pre-order that with the quickness. I know I did. And Mulholland Falls comes out. Terrifier 3 comes out. I'm really excited to have Terrifier 3. Like, really excited. But I just want to do a video. I really hope that you guys are, enjoying the nice weather that we've been having. I live in Florida, so if it's cold here, I'm sure other places are even worse. But we're getting closer and closer to the holidays, closer to the end of the year. I just hope that we finish off strong, and I hope you guys enjoy some downtime whenever you get it. But I'll do another video soon whenever get a couple more in, and I hope you guys take it easy. Thank you.